Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joined by Dean Trueman, who is on the road to redemption, let's say, to claim back his crown. Dean, let's go back to the moments. You had the
Yeah,
fight, change of opponent as well. Soren stepped out, Mad
yeah,
stepped in. Kudos to Mad stepping in. Kind of took
yeah.
advantage. Looking back on the fight, obviously, bar the finish, was there anything about the fight you felt? Did you feel maybe things weren't clicking when you were in there? Did you feel maybe the things at that night just weren't clicking for you, or was it just he just caught you?
Um, Honestly, my takedown defense just disappeared.
Mm.
Um, in training, I feel great. Like I don't get taken down easily in training. My takedown defense, especially on the wall, um, I'm so confident there. But then against Mads, it just seemed to go. I think rather than defending the takedown, I concentrated more on trying to punish him for the takedown,
Yeah.
trying to elbow him, trying to hit him when he was down on the double, rather than defending the hands and getting off the wall. So yeah, I'd say that's my fault. As opposed to, and again with the submission, he's just got a next level grip on that. I, I drilled that no end of times in training, and towards the end of training, I was getting out all the time. I wasn't getting sub with it, but just the guy and the level he's at, Mads, he's just that next level. So with his grappling, he's the next level grappler, and he got that. It was just a different kind of squeeze,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
And he
no.
sort of baited. I mean, in the first round, I defended it well, but then in the second round, he sort of baited me to thinking I could get it under, and get up. And if you watch the fight, you can hear my corner shot, and he's baiting you. And as I go for it, he snatches it and locks it up. So fair play to him. He capitalised on it, and he's got a good squeeze, man. That's how he finishes all of his guys, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And like you said in training, you drill it, and sometimes in real time, it, like you said, you just catches you out. Going back then to training after the fight, have you tried to revisit that moment in a sense to drill maybe alternate ways to escape? Have you tried to drill ways to negate getting to that part again, just for yourself, for your own peace of mind?
Not really. I mean, I come out of the fight thinking that I was shit,
Mm.
like that it was a horrible performance. But then I watched it back, and I was having him up on the feet. And the way I looked at it is, I think if it had gone into a third round, I think I'd have beat him. I think I'd have finished him. So I had a few days off, and then I watched the fight, realised it weren't as bad as I was making it out to be. And I've just moved on from there, and I've just improved everything from there. Got a bit back on the weights a little bit. I feel like I've all these weight cuts last year when I was in the tournament, and
Yeah.
all these weight cuts, I seem to have lost a little bit of strength. So I got on a little bit of weights, and just improved my whole round game. To be honest, I'm always improving. Every time I lose as well, I was thinking about it earlier, and I was thinking every time I lose, I do learn from it, and I do get better from it. As cliche as that is, I do, and I feel like it. And you see it in my fights. Silly mistakes that I make, I won't make them again. And and I'm just getting better. I just feel like I'm getting better every time I fight.
Well, I was going to say, it helps to be critical of yourself in a way to improve yourself. So you said
Yeah,
about the weight cutting, you felt like you maybe lost a bit of strength. So
yeah,
you kind of felt, right, well, what we're going to do to improve it? You could have just went, well, I've lost a bit of strength, but I've gained this. Instead, you tried to bring everything back up. Obviously,
yeah,
the worry of the weight training is the potential mass that you can put on. I'm not saying you're going to walk around like Jay Cutler, but at the same time, it's kind of yin and yang. You don't want to put too much on. Did you
yeah.
do anything specific to negate that?
Not really. I mean, the weights I've got, they're not super heavyweight. I've got like
Mm.
a bit of a regime, and it's like 3 different exercises for 3 separate days. Your compound stuff like your deadlifts, your
Yeah.
squats, and your bench press, and then a superset after. So I do bench press one day, supersets, deadlift one day and superset after. It's nothing dead heavy, but yeah, I didn't really worry about putting too much size on, to be honest, because I feel like I've lost a little bit.
All right,
all these weight cuts, all these weight cuts, and especially last year, the end of last year when I was in the tournament, and it was basically a weight cut, a fight, a camp again straight away. No respite, you know what I mean? So I didn't
there's
really
no
have time
bloating either.
Exactly, I didn't have no time to get that big, I balloon up to a big size. I didn't really get that to do that. It wasn't a bad thing, but I just feel like I lost a bit of size from it and strength.
Yeah, no, it's sometimes, like you say, because you're going fight camp, there's not enough time for strength and conditioning, so to speak.
No.
You have to focus more on the technical side of things, the drilling, and that little gap between fights helps to have that little strength and conditioning. You can focus a little bit more on strength and conditioning, and then you can get a bit, and then when the fight camp comes, you just drill.
Yeah, and because it was straight into a fight camp, there was no going off eating loads of shit like I like to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know what I mean? It was straight back in. I had a week off. I was a bit injured, and then it was straight back into training and eating healthy. But I went into that Aiden Lee fight at about fucking 60%. You know what I mean? The Monarch fight, it was one hard fight for me. But I took a lot of knocks in that fight from knee kicking and things like that, and then I was straight back into training. Nothing got to recover. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're back to maybe sparring and drilling again, and that's just your body doesn't get time to recuperate.
And it just takes twice as long for them little knocks to heal, because you're sparring, you'll throw a kick, boom, that's that fucking knock. Took it back a couple of days recovery. You know what I mean? And I was sort of at that stage, but I went into the Aiden Lee fight with a good game plan, and
it went well.
Well, it went well, yeah, exactly. Whereas I went into the Mads Burnell fight, 90%, 100%, like fighters do. No fighter goes in there 100%. You've always got little knocks and wriggles.
Yeah.
But, I went in there with a good camp and just got beat on the night by the better man on the night. But, again, I think if I fight, or Mads Burnell, when I fight Mads Burnell again for the belt, should he keep it, I think I beat him the second time.
Now, you get to take on the French Revolution, so to speak, after you maybe made a couple of comments on Twitter.
Fuck the French. Honestly, right. Them guys are fucking unbelievable. Unreal. A whole lot of them.
That cracked me up, that did, on social media.
Honestly, right. Cage Boys put something, and then all these lots start tagging shit. Morgan's going to do this. Morgan. Fucking hell. So I put something about beating Arnold Cuero, a Frenchman, the best French fighter, the best featherweight French fighter they had at the time. Sparked him in 12 seconds, and they've all got it, and they got the backup because I haven't put that. Yeah. And they're all telling me how he's going to kill me and that, telling me to go fuck my mum and that. Like, what are you French people on about? One man, after telling me to go and fuck my mum and this and that, has the audacity to say, "Oh, the French fans are respectful." I was like, you're thick as pig shit. Yeah, you don't. That's not. If that's what they think respectful is, they're not on the same planet as us. No, but that's the French. They're all fucking arrogant cunts. Excuse my French. Well, I was. Well, I tell you what, it made for kind of comedy gold on Twitter. I won't lie when I saw it. But yeah, well, Morgan himself, he's not a bad competitor. To be fair, he's not bad. I can't knock him. He's done all right. Do you know of him yourself? Did you watch him his stuff, or what do you know about him? Well, I was in Copenhagen when he fought Soren. You know, he's a tough kid. Yeah. Tough. Got a decent gas tank. Tough kid, got a decent gas tank. Yeah. He did show some good qualities in that fight, because I thought maybe, short notice things, Soren could have had a better of him, but Soren showed in himself the kind of disability in the way that he couldn't handle that weight cut. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he didn't finish it off dead Soren. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, because
You know,
Soren
I've
was
heard a lot of stories.
fading off.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories about how bad the cut was for Soren, and yeah, I think me personally, I'd have finished Soren myself. After the first round, Soren looked gassed. He looked done. I think I'd have jumped on that and finished him.
Yeah, he put a lot of effort into the takedowns, didn't he? And it was just it drained him.
Yeah.
He drained himself in his own kind of forte.
I just think he cut too much. And I think he's done the right thing going back to lightweight.
Yeah, well, he's with Bellator now, and he's fighting Terry.
Yeah, fighting.
Which is a hard one.
Yeah, friend of mine, Terry, he trains with us every now and then.
He's not bad fighting, Terry. He's not too bad.
No, he's good. He's good, man. He's I'll be a good fight. I think Terry will beat him. Terry will out wrestle him, and I think he'll out strike. Sorry.
Yeah, Terry's got a good gas tank, I think, for wrestling. He's got a good grappling. He can do. He's done it. He's shown it before in his previous fights. You know, he's shown he can do hard grappling for round after round. So he's it's going to be a hard one, but it's a good fight. It's good for And Soren's moved on, so you don't sadly don't get that matchup though.
No, that's a shame. But then it's like, would I have gone after featherweight if he'd have stayed with Jake Royce? Because would he have made that mistake of coming back to featherweight?
Yeah,
I don't know. And as much as I'd like to go and fight some of the lightweights, my coaches are telling me to stay at feather. So unless the right fight came along, and I don't know, maybe I'd have fought Soren at lightweight.
Yeah, because his performance, might have been healthier, but maybe you would have felt the skill set wouldn't have negated that.
Yeah, but then maybe I'd have felt, I'll feel bigger and stronger. Maybe I can concentrate more on even more on strength at lightweight. But who knows, Who knows? It'll never happen now.
Yeah, it's one of those fantasy matches that didn't get to happen.
Yeah, and I wish him all the best. You know what I mean? I don't mean ill on any of my opponents.
No, apart from the French.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I don't. Listen, I've got nothing against Morgan, but these French people are really making me dislike him just for the way they're going on. They're honestly, they're unbelievable.
There's no need.
Unbelievable.
No need. There's banter, which is good, but then there's just taking it too far.
Yeah, listen, right. This is a good one. I had one guy giving me loads of grief. His name was Anakin Skywalker. Oh. Okay, that was his Twitter handle.
A virgin, right?
And he was like, "Oh, Morgan's gonna beat you," and I was like, "Obi-Wan Kenobi beat you," and he put, "No, he didn't." He didn't say Darth Vader. He said Dark Vader killed me. I was like, "What the fuck are you on about?" He said, "Anakin is Darth Vader, you twat." Funnily enough, he called me thick after that. He said, "Oh, you really are dumb." And then I was like, "Oh, you're an idiot. You've never watched Star Wars." And then I never heard anything about it. Maybe he researched that.
I think he Googled it.
I think he did. But if he watches this, I told you so. You fucking idiot.
I might tag him. Tag him on Twitter.
Tag him on Twitter.
Yeah, we'll tag him on. Now, what have you boys been? Have you boys been doing anything specific at the gym? Have you guys been kind of focusing on anything for yourself? Obviously, the strength and conditioning, but obviously your Muay Thai is something that you've been very happy about, the way it's progressed and it's been growing and developing, and your confidence shows in the strike and the fights. But is there anything in particular you're kind of proud of at the moment, the way things are going in training for yourself as a skill set?
My striking, that has improved massively over the past couple of years with my Thai coach, Alan Whitten, and then to Studio 2000 in Derby with Cy Barley and all the boys there. I've been training a lot there. And my striking has improved massively. And that's, for me, I think it's just the consistency that I've got with Alan. Yeah. And guaranteed to come and pad me like 2-3 times a week, you know what I mean, for a couple of hours at a time. So I've got that consistency there of constant pad work, so I'm always improving there. But in the gym, I've sort of gone back to how I used to be, a bit up and down in people, MMA people, not just think I've got to stand with this guy. I've got to do this with this guy. Just up and down in him, which I used to be good at, like on the wall, just up, down, shooting, coming out, striking, reshooting, just things like that. I've been getting back into my arsenal. So yeah, I mean, you'll probably see me, probably Lewis Mont, this guy up in it. What I did to Lewis, probably do that to Morgan.
Yeah, well, kind of bringing back some of the skill sets that win your fights that you've known and tried and tested kind of movements at work that are effective.
Yeah, exactly. And again, you're gonna see. I think you'll see my striking how much it's improved because it won't be as erratic as it's been described before, and it won't be as scrappy. I mean, you're gonna find it a lot calmer, precise striking.
And have we got any specific music to come out to? Is there anyone new this time to listen to? Any apart from Ellie Goulding?
Maybe God Save the Queen by the Sex Pistols, isn't it? Or This Is England.
Yeah, like a patriotic kind of tune, yeah.
Yeah, or England Belongs to Me, a bit of Dan Hardy throwback music there. But I don't know, I might keep it with a bit of Winston Churchill, war vibe going off.
That sounds fun, yeah, I like it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I put a bit of a vote up on Instagram and people seem to say that's my kind of song now,
That sounds good, yeah. I like the thought of this and the whole French Revolution worked really well, that will. I'm loving it.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I might come out to like Frere Jacques or something like that.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
In a beret.
That brings back memories, yeah, and a beret, yeah. And I got a baguette. You need to have a baguette and yeah.
Yeah, get this curled up.
Yeah.
Stripy top.
Bit of garlic.
Garlic fucking necklace.
Yeah.
And get my baguette out.
Completely stereotypical. That's what we need. Yeah, get your baguette out. Yeah. And look, I like the idea of this already. Bit of a tongue in cheek. Love it. Now, before I let you go, buddy, before I let you get going back to drinking more water and peeing. That seems to be the water loading sequence. Yeah, it's the best time. What are your sponsors, buddy? Who's helping you out in the fight camp?
Okay, so I'd like to thank all my sponsors. If I forget any of you, drop me a message and give me a bollocking. But Precision Flow Screed, Capital Civils, Advanced Roofing, Cash Monkey, Sport Therapy, OPRO, Subguards, Full Reptile, CBD Life, who I can't have them on my banner and shorts because of Caderoy sponsorship. So thank you for keeping me topped up with CBD oils in tablets and balms. And at the minute, I'd say Volvic, getting through that shit. So if Volvic want to send me a couple of crates of water, don't fucking bother.
Don't bother. Exactly. I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it. After this week, it'll be rum.
Yeah.
That's all I'll be drinking.
Sounds like a good mixture. And what about your
Morgan
social media?
He says he's a pirate, Morgan, doesn't he? But I bet he drink rum.
Oh, yeah, Morgan Spice, yeah. What about social media, mate? What's your social media for people to jump onto?
Dean Trueman MMA on the Instagram. And I think Twitter will be the same. And there is a Dean Trueman MMA Facebook page. So give them a like and a follow.
I'm just it's Dean Trueman, so it's at Dean Trueman on Twitter. There you go.
Okay.
So no MMA bit, just Dean Trueman. There you go. And last but not least, give a thanks and a props to all the people that helped you out in fight camp and helped you here.
So, all my coaches, Paul Lukowski, Jimmy Warled, Alan Whitten, Cy Varley, all the training partners at Knots MMA, Hardy Warled, Studio 2000. They're all great without them. I wouldn't be the fighter I am. The missus for keeping me fed and putting up with me. Yeah, man. Everybody that supports me, everyone that comes, everybody that sponsors me, everybody that helps me in training. Anyhow, you help me. I really appreciate it. It's great to have the support I've got.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, Dean Trueman taking on the French Revolution at Cage Warriors 109. Enjoy the fight, Dean. Enjoy fight week. And have a blast, my man. It was a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you. Viva Dean Trueman.